treaty had been defeated by the Irish people at a referendum. And the government used a promise to say at the time when the second referendum came up, the government assured the Irish people that Ireland would retain full control of its immigration policies. Fast forward to last November, or late last year. The government then decided that this country should be part of the EU Migration Pact. And the Dáil only narrowly approved of that by, I think it was by 7 votes, 79 to 72. I'm delighted to say that Incu was one of those 72. And many people don't realise what is involved with this European Migration Pact, and Ireland voluntarily ceding sovereignty to an unelected body, the EU Commission. That EU Commission, if this comes into effect in Ireland, will decide what number of immigrants Ireland must take annually, or else suffer major fines. This is, and my forefathers would have, some of whom fought hard, and there are many people in this, in graves today who fought for Ireland to have its own independence and to have control of its own destiny. This is an absolute insult, an insult to those people, to cede sovereignty, hard won over hundreds of years. And indeed, some people would say that this is not only an insult, but is actually treachery. Others would say that no Irish government has the right to cede sovereignty without the will or agreement of the Irish people in a vote. So I therefore urge people to vote yes or no to motion number 7. And I'd also urge AIM2 to do whatever it can with the Dáil to stymie the necessary legislation that has still to be passed to implement this odious decision or odious pact. I would also urge people to endorse all the motions 8 to 13, which will help to eliminate illegal immigration. It is generally accepted that between 70 and 85%, including by the government, by the way, that 70 to 85% of all the people who are seeking asylum in this country are not fleeing war, not fleeing famine, not fleeing any natural disaster, but are called economic migrants. Now I don't blame, and we should not blame those people, because they're doing what they think is best for them. But what about our government? Our government is actually, if you think about it, are colluding with illegality. Because if people are doing illegal acts, well then the government is complicit in that. 30 seconds. And this begs the question, why is the government of this country prepared to spend between 1.2 and 1.4 billion on housing illegal immigrants each year, when there are already 15,000 people homeless in this country, 4,500 of whom are children? Not only does this illegal immigration affect housing, but it also affects health services, education, and many other social services, including the judicial system. And if left unchecked, it will definitely destabilise this country and threaten social cohesion.